Hey guys, so first and foremost, I just want to say welcome to my channel. If you've been following me on my personal Instagram or even www.chiplifestyle.com or even this YouTube channel itself, you probably have figured out that I have a real fond passion of sneakers. That being said, you can definitely expect more vlogs from me and more sneaker unboxings as well. So today what I want to do is I wanted to kick it off with a special unboxing for my 24th birthday. Last year, 23rd, what I did was I rocked these, the Space Jam 11s, Michael Jordan year, gotta rock some Jordans, right? So this year, when it came to the number 24, the player that came to my mind the fastest was Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. Therefore, I wanted to rock some Kobe kicks for a while, especially for my 24th birthday. I had this concept for the Nike Kobe's ever since the 9s were available on ID. But, I just, for some reason, kept on pushing it back. So it just came to a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm turning 24. I want these Kobe kicks. I want my concept to actually come to life and tell a story. Therefore, today I'm going to tell you the inspiration, the concept, and also unbox my Nike Kobe AD, the 81 points. So let's just start off with the box itself. It's a pretty plain, minimalistic black box with metallic silver highlights and accents. So just a Nike ID and swoosh, pretty much. It does ship separately from other Nike orders. So Nike ID has that difference in terms of ordering. So I guess that's probably why you won't really get a nice Kobe box and packaging, which is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it's not the end all be all. So I'm okay with it, right? So let's just look in terms of what's inside the box as well. So when you open it up, right, something to also notice is that they have on the wrapping paper as well, or just the covering paper, it's just a Nike ID. Okay, but let's just get into the shoes itself. So first and foremost, you got these over here. These are how it looks like. That's how I chose it. Shout out to my brother Soul Support for helping me out as well. Stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, you got these as well. That's just one pair. And this is the second pair. And I'm gonna break down on how the design came about and the story behind it as well. So for me, when it comes to Kobe Bryant, the memory that sticks out to me and the memory that really hits home for me is when he dropped 81 points against my beloved Toronto Raptors in 06. For me, what I really liked about that was that, there was not much to like, of course, but just appreciating Kobe and having that respect for Kobe and actually seeing that Mamba mentality, that was just unbelievable, first and foremost. But for me, I think the 81 points was a big moment for Kobe's career for sure, and of course the NBA history as well. But it was such a big moment for the Raptors as well. The reason why I say that was because it was so symbolic, because the 81 points, ever since that, the Raptors weren't the same. There was a big change in management, big change in the rosters, and we started going to the playoffs more often afterwards. It was a new era, right? And this is before the DeRozan era, even with Bosh and Bryony Ford and all those guys, because they were making the playoffs then too, right? So it was just a symbolic meaning, and we wouldn't really have that change if it wasn't for something so bad. And it was just that pain that we suffered from those 81 points and the embarrassment, of course, but just taking that and transitioning to something else and growing from there. And you know what, maybe one day Raps will finally make it to the finals and win it, but we'll see, right? But that's pretty much my Kobe Bryant memory. And you know what, the 81 points is very symbolic to me. So let's just start breaking it down and just see what went down in terms of this Nike Kobe AD IDs. So pretty much what I want to start off with is here's the pair, right? You can see it, red bottoms, purple upper. I chose a little, I wanted to be, what it was also symbolic about as well is that when I said it was like the burning and just like the moving on the old Raptors, it was that the purple and red, even though it was such a dope colorway, and it wasn't the old school, the vintage 1995 colorway with the Raptors logo, the Raptor itself on the jersey, we still had the purple and red throughout the color scheme. So ever since that, that's when we got rid of it. And after we got rid of it, what happened was, we started going for another way. So like, it was also symbolic because, this was the last of the purple and red. So what I wanted to do with these kicks was that, like I wanted to do a purple upper. I like the purple and gold, obviously Lakers as well. But for me, I just like the gold as well. I think it just comes out nice compared to other options. So that's why I like these. What I also wanted to do was, like, as you can see the Mamba icon and the Kobe signature. You can actually choose to do it differently and just have your initials in that Kobe font. But personally, I like the Kobe signature a lot, which is why I kept it. So with the gold on the swoosh itself, I wanted to add some silver, so I added it here on the midsole, right, and just actually have some speckles on it. One thing about these as well is that, like the upper, it's a weird kind of felt-like material, which is kind of strange and odd, but it's still pretty cool, right? And I don't mind it, to be honest with you. For me, my favorite detailing about these is probably the mesh tongue. And I say mesh tongue is because it's not fully mesh, but there's like this little detailing on it that's very representative of a snake, and obviously the black mamba, right? So that's pretty cool. One of my favorite things about the Kobe ADs as well is like there's a braille at the back. I'm still not too sure on what the braille represents, but I just think it's awesome to have that feature. Something else you want to notice as well is that inside, right, it's the Nike ID in the socks, the sock liner. So it's a bit disappointing at that end too, but still kind of cool to have a Nike ID stamp. What I also wanted to show you guys was, obviously I had to do the 81 on the side because it's a very, very important. This is what tells the story, and I chose a sail colorway. Once again, just trying to be symbolic, but also I just didn't want the typical white as well. And I think the sail stands out on its own, so that's pretty cool. Something similar to Kobe's as well is that I can't put my full name, of course, but at the same time I want to do something similar to Kobe Bryant. So Kobe, its first name is 4 letters and last name will be 6. So I kind of wanted to do something similar like that. So what I did was did Duve and then 6 letters from my last name. So I just want to do something like that as well. So it's pretty much that. I did wolf gray laces because I think they just pop so much more, and then the red bottoms. There's a lot of cool other materials, but I just like the red bottoms on these. It just really complements the purple. It clashes in a sense, but at the same time it also complements. I know that sounds contradictory, but it just kind of works. And for me, it's a shoe that, like if you are trying to get some Kobe ADs, especially when they're on sale, just keep in mind it is true to size, but you're gonna find that one shoe might fit a bit tighter or bigger than the other. So I found this one kind of a little bit more tighter than the other one, and I know other people have found that complaint as well, right? That they made that complaint as well. But you know what, it's still a pretty dope shoe, especially like if you're not going to use it all the time. But for me, like, this is just a symbolic shoe. It tells my story, it tells Kobe's story, it tells the Raptor story, and you know what, I just want to really like go forward from there and just tell this. So you know what, in a nutshell, that's my unboxing of these Nike Kobe 80, the 81 points. Make sure you stay tuned to my Instagram. I'm gonna put more detailed photos of it, and I'm gonna show you guys like how it actually looks in person and on foot. And if you have any questions, if you want me to unbox something, let me know. I do have a couple other sneakers I haven't really unboxed yet, and I haven't really opened up, so definitely want to show you guys that, and also my other customs that I've done in the past as well. So definitely stay tuned. If you guys can subscribe to the website at www.chiplifestyle.com, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel below. That'll be greatly appreciated, and I hope to see you on the next video.